Cashman Show. Today we have here Miss Anne Cashman, aka my mother. How are you doing today, Mom?
Fine, thank you.
Excellent, glad to hear it. So, today we're here to talk about the topic of race and some of your thoughts on it. Start off this interview with you telling us where you're from and how old you are. That would be great.
I'm 53 years old and I was born in San Mateo, California.
Alright. What does race mean to you?
Well, actually, race is not the appropriate term, is what I've been taught over the years, that it's more ethnicity. People have various ethnicities, but it's become generalized to the term race. But if you go to any classes on diversity, etc., they'll talk more about ethnicity.
So what does ethnicity mean to you then?
Different people from different cultures, different countries, different traditions.
And what does race mean to society, do you think, or ethnicity in your case? What role does it play?
It can be both divisive and depending on how accepting communities are, or it can bring a community together if they value the diversity.
Have you ever personally witnessed racism?
That's a good question. I'm sure I probably have. I've heard about it probably more directly from people, but not, I honestly can't remember. I probably have, but I can't remember.
Have you ever personally experienced it?
No. I don't think so. No.
What influenced your view on race or ethnicity?
Actually, probably my parents. My father was a plumber in San Francisco, and he worked with a variety of men working for him of different ethnicities, and somehow he's second generation Irish, so I'm sure his parents did suffer from racism, or people were against him for being from Ireland. But somehow, for their era, they were very open-minded, and we never heard any kind of talk against other people.
Did you grow up in a time where there was a clear difference between ethnicities and race?
Absolutely.
How did that play into your everyday life?
You know what? I grew up in a pretty white neighborhood. I mean, there was probably one boy maybe handful of guys and girls who were black in my high school. Actually, one of my good friends was black, which was probably unusual at the time. And then we actually had a large Japanese population at my high school. But the Japanese would probably be the first to say that they acculturated much more quickly due to the pressures coming here after war and stuff.
Do you think people becoming more American, losing their culture, is something that you agree with, or something that you would like to see, not an end to per se, but like...
I think they need to balance it. I think they should always hold on to what's important from their tradition. Probably, though, I would go back and forth on speaking English. Only because we're a pretty tolerant country in many ways for that, but if you go to any other countries to work, etc., you are required to learn the language. So I think helping them, but we have to make it available too. I mean, I think everybody we know, you think Marcelino, Sandra, they've all learned English, taken classes.
What do you hope that future generations will see race or ethnicity as?
I think it's a celebration of the different backgrounds and the different traditions and the different things they can bring to the table. Tolerance, because tolerance needs to grow beyond ethnicity to other situations. So tolerance in general is good, and usually when people are not tolerant of others, it's due to ignorance.
Would you like to see more than just tolerance and go into acceptance, or would you be happy with seeing the future generation just being tolerant?
Well, I think acceptance is always the goal, but I think in some cases you're going to have automatic acceptance, and maybe in some cases it might be tolerance. But at least it wouldn't be violent or be mean.
And what do you identify as ethnicity-wise?
Probably mostly with my Irish culture, which Irish don't have a lot of culture, so it's okay. I'm just kidding. But yes, I would probably say because my grandparents, I'm only third generation on my father's side, much longer on my mother's side.
Okay, well, thank you. Do you have any questions for me today?
I do. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Well, once again, this is my mother, Anne Cashman, and this is been the Molly Cashman Show. Hope you guys tune in next time. Thank you.